I mean, he's still active on the server.
Yep, that's another man. That is old school.
Yes. He asked Gwambla to come over and help him, and then Gwambla asked me to come over and help. So this next build we're going to was pretty much made by 3 people. And that's just to your right. Along this thin ass thing. I mean, we've got a minecart track, but I didn't bring any minecarts along. Did you bring any Minecraft carts along?
Oh no, I don't. I don't use minecarts. Never.
Yeah.
Never did.
Well, we've got a minecart track here that works, but... And Gwambla supplied most of the iron. Because for some reason, I don't know how he does it, but he seems to have a resource detector in his brain or something. I mean, he can dig into a hole and then find like half a dozen diamonds. I'm like, ah!
Yep.
In this world, I did not find 1 diamond.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not 1 diamond, but then that again being said, Ombre may have found 1 in that all that he had dug out underneath my pyramid.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just I don't know how to describe it because I feel like I have kind of have what you're talking about. It kind of feels like a sixth sense, right? Like, of course, there are X-ray mods, and of course, you can't use them on the server, but it's different than knowing where they are, right? It's kind of like it's gonna sound really weird, but it's kind of like feeling where they are, right? Just like you've done it so
feeling
often.
The heart of the cards.
Yeah, the heart of the cards, exactly. You've done it so many times, and you've done it so often that you just get this hunch that's like, I should probably mine in this direction now. And sometimes it doesn't pay off at all, but when it does pay off, it really, really pays off. It is a weird feeling.
It's
Just the best way I could describe it is like the best games make you forget that there's a controller in your hands, or you're sitting at a PC with a keyboard and a mouse, and it's like that's the kind of feeling I get when I go mining. Like I forget that I'm playing a video game. I forget that I'm sitting with a keyboard and mouse, and I just kind of be. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Well, if you can see off to your left, you've got the big stone creeper.
Oh wow. Oh, creeper face.
I'll try not to push you off the edge here. And then the next thing on your left, with all the red netherrack, that's where a nether portal was. Well, there still is a nether portal there. Keep going. We're not done yet.
Oh. Alright. On we go.
Just try not to go off to your right.
Ooh.
Okay, look down. And to your left, there is a... I know Gwambla made this. It was a drill.
Man.
But it was from a certain anime. I'm not sure which one. So, cool. Unfortunately, I can't tell you much more about that. But if you want, you can jump off here.
Oh.
If you want.
Whee! Splat.
Yeah. And the reason why they wanted me over here is because they wanted my tree farms.
Really?
Well, one of the reasons, yeah. I won't say the only reason why they did.
He's like, you only want me for my tree farms.
Yeah. And which is this little piece down here.
Yeah.
We have the main storage here. And this is what they needed help building.
Oh.
A giant effing hole in the ground.
Wait, what? That's what they built?
Yeah, a giant effing hole in the ground.
It's so
Only half built though.
It's so majestic. It's so majestic.
A giant effing hole in the ground.
This appeals to my sense of randomness in a way that few other builds do.
Yeah, and as
He's
you can
like,
see, that goes right down to
I just picture everyone in the meetings like, all right, guys, we're gonna pool our resources. It's gonna take us about 3 to 4 months, with a lot of hard work, determination, and a little luck. I think we can pull this off. And one guy's like, what are we building? A giant fucking hole in the ground. You're goddamn right. Let's do it.
I mean, that's how Greater Build was built.
Oh man.
Let's build just a big old effing hole in the ground.
Just yeah.
But
because that is the spirit that whoa, I fell. That is kind of
you
the
almost
spirit.
fell. You fell.
I almost fell. I did not almost fall. I fell. I have fallen and I have gotten up. But it's that kind of crazy spirit that I so much enjoyed about Old World when I was on, and towards the end of Old World. That's why I formed Random, because I felt like that feeling of basically just fuck it, do it. Who cares? Just do it. I kind of feel like that kind of tapered off near the end of Old World. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I founded Random, because that spirit of just crazy creativity and just like pulling the most batshit crazy things out of your ass and just be like, I don't care. Like, why do you want to build that? Fuck it, because I want to build it. You know? It's that kind of insane craziness that led to some of the best builds in Old World. And whenever I see something like this, I'm just like, right on, man. Right on. You go. You go, girl. You do what you do.
But unfortunately, it didn't get quite completed because we went over to New World.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
But, yeah, that's pretty... And just over the hill, there is a house that I think it was made by Gwambler, if I'm right. It was either made by Gwambler or Akainu. But if we follow the line of torches, which I was the one that was getting ADD about.
Oh. But are they
Torch
evenly
ADD,
spaced out?
Yep, all evenly spaced out, all 3 spaces apart.
I think that's OCD then. Like they
ADD,
have to,
OCD, what if?
yeah. No, I think like they have to be the right space amount, and they have to be like so many spaces between them, and there has to be a certain amount of numbers. I think we're all a little OCD though.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they had a little bit of fun between them too. I think Akaino's is that one over there, and this one's Gwamblar's, from memory. And they pretty much had their houses back here.
Snooping.
So,
let's go snooping in their house.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't have any beds. What a pity.
Yep. Yeah, like, we didn't need no beds. We just, turned our games off.
Yeah.
We entered
Back
sleep
nowadays, we had no beds.
Yeah, who needs beds? If you died, you'd be in spawn, and you'd have to walk your ass. You'd have to walk your ass back to wherever you were at.
Oh yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days. Yeah. God forbid you went to Old Spawn, because then you'd have to beg and plead for a mod to come rescue you.
Yeah.
It was like, what was it like? The best way to describe Old Spawn is like, if someone gets sucked into a whirlpool and like a guy gets suited up in like I don't want to see like a diving suit, like a really kind of like what Big Daddy looks like in BioShock. Like
I
I just
recently completed Bioshock.
really,
Yeah.
huh?
Well, actually, I've completed it before. I mean, it wasn't my first time completing it,
Mm.
but I actually went through it again just to like get the story behind it because. And the funny thing is, I found something out
Hmm.
while playing it for what I think it was probably the third time that I've played through the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
This was Bioshock 2.
Hmm.
And do you want me to give you the story?
I actually playing the BioShock games is actually one on my bucket list. I played the first one like halfway through, but never got around to finishing it.
Haha.
But I was just saying, like, it was like a harrowing. Can't talk. It is late, and I have lost the ability to speak. It was a dramatic display of modly power for like the mods to try and attempt to go into Old Spawn and drag your ass out of that abominable hellhole. Because once and only once did I go to Old Spawn, and have you ever seen The Matrix?
Yeah.
You know that scene when Neo takes the pill and he starts freaking out, and that coldness goes through his entire body, and then like he goes through like this really weird experience?
Yeah.
It kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like I had swallowed the pill and that weird gunk was crawling through my body, and just like everything started like I was tripping out. It was so weird to be in Old Spawn when it was broken and just super laggy.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much all the builds in Old World that I've been part of that I want you to have a look at. So, shall we move back into the present?
I believe we shall. Going back to Spawn.
Yep.
And then I will take this right back to Hub. Come on now. There we go. I always really liked the Stargate connecting the World 1 to World 2.
Yeah.
That is on my bucket list. That is another thing on my bucket list. I got so close. I watched all 8 seasons, and I got to the point where I was alternating between SG-1 and the spinoff Atlantis.
Yeah.
And I just kind of lost interest for a bit. But like it's on Netflix, so after I'm done watching the series I'm watching right now, I really want to get back into watching Stargate. I used to be a pretty big fan of Stargate.
Yes. Wow. I can say that I'm a fan of Stargate because I watched all those series and Atlantis.
Yeah,
SG-1 and Atlantis.
It was let me put it this way. A lot of the times, a lot of the episodes, a lot of the themes, a lot of the characters, a lot of the times Stargate didn't do anything new or groundbreaking, but everything it did everything solidly, right? Like here's my example, right? When you have like a sci-fi series that tries really hard to do something new and it doesn't really pull it off, you can give that series like an 8 out of 10, right? If you have a series that does try something new and does pull it off, that episode's worthy of like a 9 or a 10, right? But here's my point. Even if you don't try anything new, but everything you do very well, in my opinion, that is better than if you tried something new and it didn't really work out. You know what I mean? Like, this is venturing into a further topic for discussion, but one of my main problems with sci-fi as a whole, especially how it's portrayed in the mainstream, everyone seems to be hung up on the fact that an average sci-fi story is average. Like, one of the things I've always thought about sci-fi, which is why I always read a lot of sci-fi, is that sometimes there's nothing wrong with being average. Like,
yes.
like even if you're even if you dwell in the realm of the cliche and all the genre staples, right? Like you can do nothing new, you know?
Hmm.
And so much sci-fi gets criticized for doing nothing new, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, you can do nothing new. But if you do everything you do well, it's still good sci-fi. Like stop fucking complaining, you know?
Yeah.
Just
Actually, I
appreciate
did
just
think I
yeah.
think we missed something in Old World.